Hey guys, it's Amelia, not the pilot, just Amelia, and I'm in Scotland. This is my annual interview video. I started this in 2020, inspired by the Billie Eilish yearly interview video. So this is the third year I'm doing it, and I would say this year is definitely going a lot better than 2020 and 2021. So let's get into it.
I'm wearing a red sweater again. That was not planned.
I'm yet again wearing a red sweater, but this time it was on purpose. Today is December 7th, 2020.
Today is December 7th, 2021.
Today is December 7th, 2022. It's probably, this isn't an artist, but I would say my favorite album right now is the New Moon album from Twilight. I've been listening to it a lot recently.
Currently, I've been listening to Lemon Boy, which is a full album by Cave Towns. I'm also listening to Tick Tick Boom soundtrack a lot, and Fleet Foxes, apparently, because Spotify Wrapped just came out and it told me that I am in the top 0.05% of listeners for Fleet Foxes. I don't know, I just found them this year, so.
I'm currently listening to just a random mix of things. I've been studying a lot, so I'm mostly listening to Bag End from the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings soundtrack, specifically Bag End, just on repeat, and I'm pretty positive it skewed my entire Spotify Wrapped. There's that. I also really like the album, I think it's called Dear Amelia, and it's this indie artist that while I was working in New York City, I happened to see a poster that said Dear Amelia on the street one day, and so I looked it up, and the album is great. And I'm just really excited because I've never had a song that had my name in it, and there's a whole album for me now. Immaculate. Grishaverse trilogy series by Leigh Bardugo. That was so good. I'm so pumped about that one. And I also really like the trilogy that's called A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab.
My favorite book this year? I don't know, because I read 115 books so far and I am not done. I had a lot of great 5-star books this year. For one, I would say Addie LaRue, which was one of the first books that I read this year. So good. I think this is my new all-time favorite book. I also really loved Piranesi. I also really loved If We Were Villains. So good.
I have read 150 books. I'm still going. So I guess my top books for this year was Hot Heartstopper and all of those Alice Oseman books. I really love them. I also really liked Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Starless Sea, and Gallant so far. These are my tops. I don't really watch TV, but I guess my favorite show is Crash Landing Into You.
I didn't watch a lot of TV this year, to be quite honest, but I did really enjoy The Great on Hulu and also What We Do in the Shadows on Hulu.
I still don't really watch TV. I would say What We Do in the Shadows, 10 out of 10. Love that show. And I am currently watching Vampire Diaries, but it's not good. My favorite movie is and will always be Airplane. I love that movie so much. But close seconds and thirds, everything Studio Ghibli, but specifically Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, all the Harry Potter films, and Twilight and New Moon. Not the rest of the series, we don't like them.
French Dispatch was so good. Favorite movie of the year, hands down. It was the first movie I saw back in theaters again. It was just really good. It's artsy and fun. It's got good music. It was so pretty. I still love Airplane, but my favorite movie this year was French Dispatch.
I literally can't remember a movie that I saw this year. Twilight? I hope for a lot of things in a year. This year was pretty rough, I feel for everybody. So I'm hoping next year maybe there'll be a vaccine out and people could start returning to a semi-normal life.
What do I hope for in a year? Damn, I hope for in a month that I'm like not even in this country. Jesus Christ. We're still wearing masks, boy, but I am vaccinated and I have my booster. I just got it yesterday. Get vaccinated if you haven't already. I hope by December 2022 I am living abroad, maybe in the UK, maybe in Paris, wherever a job will find me. I've been trying to move abroad for about a year now, and I really hope that happens soon. But with COVID and everything, there's not that many work visas available or jobs anywhere. So I'm really grateful for the job I have, but I would really like to be out of this house, but also out of this country. You know what I'm saying?
We did it. We did it, boys! In a year, I will have just graduated from my master's program that I'm currently in. I hope that I will be able to stay in the UK. And I hope that I will have a job or be in a PhD program or something that's paying me money to stay here so that I'm not broke. Well, my goals for next year, by next year I hope to have gotten a Fulbright to South Korea. So that'll be...
I did not. We're not going to talk
so. If not, I think my goal is to have a plane ticket to go to South Korea.
Also don't have that. Wow, I'm really feeling 2020 Amelia right now. Well, the virus is still happening. What do I hope to accomplish by next year? I've already previously stated I would like to be abroad. Literally anywhere. I would hope that I would move out and have a lot of books in my new house and drink a lot of tea, and it would be a good little time.
We did it. I am drinking a lot of tea. Goals for next year? Well, I have to write a dissertation, so that's a big goal. I guess otherwise my other goal is to get a job or something like that. Pretty easy goals, I guess. Not easy, but simplistic. I wish I accomplished a better portfolio. And I wish I accomplished more, like, illustration. I really like doing illustration, and I rarely do it. It makes me really sad.
I still have the same portfolio. I'm still not getting hired. Nice. I wish this year that I accomplished moving out.
As you could see, I've made it out of the house, which was a big goal of last year's video, which you'll see. I am currently studying abroad in Scotland at St. Andrews and a master's program for art history, and I'm in my dorm, not in my bedroom at home. Woo! Accomplish the rest of this year. I guess read more books. I don't know. One thing I have now that I didn't have last year, I have a job and a degree. I think that's something so cool. I graduated university this year. So I have a BFA, Bachelor in Fine Art.
This is the part that's making me a little more sad. What did I have this year that I didn't have last year? I have more plants. I got this one. I got him because he looks like a mandrake from Harry Potter, right? Isn't he cute?
Out of the country, and that was one of my big goals. And I'm now living at home, and I have a purpose in life again, so that's fun. Yeah. My favorite thing this year, I would say reading. I read a lot, and I read really good books this year. I'm really pumped.
Favorite thing this year, again, also probably reading. I would say All the Young Dudes. Harry Potter really took over my life this year, and yeah, I read All the Young Dudes for the first time, which is a Harry Potter story set during the Marauders era, which is my favorite Harry Potter era. So I think that was like one of my favorite things this year.
Oh, I don't know what my favorite thing is this year. So much happened just in these past 2 months of being here, or 3 months, I guess. Just this last week was amazing. St. Andrew's Day was so cool. The balls here are really fun and bizarre, but fun. I went to the Edinburgh Christmas market. I stayed in Edinburgh for like a extended period before school started, which was really nice. I really love it here. Oh, and I also went to Hawaii, which was absolutely amazing. I vaguely learned how to cook.
I would disagree with that one. What did I learn this year? I learned a bunch of things. I tried to do this YouTube series. I don't know if you guys saw it. I think there's 4 episodes up from this year. I tried to learn a new thing every month. So in January, I taught myself how to knit. So I hand knit a like chonky sweater that I saw online just because I thought I could do it, and I did. And then in February, I tried to knit an entire sweater with knitting needles, but that did not go as planned, but at least I taught myself how to knit. In March, I became ambidextrous. I actually never released that video because I didn't think it really showed that much, but I now completely use my left hand when I'm at work because my shoulder was killing me, so using my left shoulder at work balanced everything out. And then after that, I knit a scarf, and now I'm back to trying to knit the sweater. We'll see if I can accomplish it by the end of the year. Let's find out, guys.
I'm currently researching the sexualization of Jesus in the Middle Ages. So I'm learning a lot about that. It's pretty weird, and I'm not gonna go into it because it's so bizarre, but that's what I'm learning about right now. That's not what my dissertation's gonna be, but that's what my essays are this semester. This whole year was a challenge, like for everyone, I feel like.
I feel like the most difficult thing this year was dealing with, like, not moving. I feel like I'm a very, like, let's do stuff, let's go change things up type of person. And this year I really kept a schedule. I work every day, 9 to 5. I commute in and out of the city every day. When I get home, I take a shower, I eat dinner, and I go to bed, essentially. And so this year, the challenge was keeping the schedule and not going insane. I am so grateful anytime I have a day off that it's ridiculous and I don't want to work anymore. And I can't believe we have to do this for 40 more years. I think there's something wrong with society. And now I'm spiraling again.
Most challenging part of this year was the beginning, boys. I didn't know I was getting out of America until June, and then all of a sudden everything was happening really fast. But the beginning first half of this year was pretty rough. I was like, we're still here, I'm still stuck, this sucks. But then I went to Hawaii and I got into grad school, and then I moved, and everything's been great since. So it changes real fast, guys. It really does. I think I applied to grad school and got in within a week, which was bizarre. Something I'll remember for the rest of my life. This year is so iconic.
Something that I'll remember for the rest of my life? I have 2 stories. First off, I went to the Harry Styles concert with my best friend. That was super fun. We drove back at like 2 a.m. We literally got the tickets like 2 days before. It was his last show of the tour. I think that tour will be the tour of the millennia.
I mean, Hawaii was absolutely amazing. I went to the Big Island and also Maui, and gosh, I want to go back so bad. I got to visit my friend there because she's studying grad school there. I'm also literally never going to forget St. Andrews. Every second year is amazing. A weird aspiration, I guess. Well, currently I'm trying to read 100 books this year. I'm like almost there. I'm like 80 something, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I guess for next year, my weird aspiration is to read 50 books, because 100 is just too many.
Well, girly, guess what? We did it again! I'm currently at 115 books read this year, which is a little crazy. Don't recommend, but also I'm getting a lot of books. There's so many books that I want to read. My aspirational goal for next year is that I complete another knitting project.
Weird aspiration? A PhD? Is that weird? I don't know if it's possible. We'll see. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys for watching.
Bye!